Hello and welcome to our C++ learning lecture number 4. Today we are going to learn about the input, how we take input from user, and we are going to learn about conversion from one data type to another data type. Then we will solve a problem, a small problem of mathematics that we are going to start with. Then we will move forward on some big problems, but we have to start from a smaller problem so that when we try to solve a big problem, we are ready for that. So please watch the full video so that you can learn completely. So let's start. I will not explain again the libraries that I have already explained in my previous video. So we will start working straight away. We will write our program in the main function straight away, because we have read about everything else that I have already written in my program that is showing on your screen. So first of all, I'm going to declare a string, and I can name it anything. For example, I am naming it S1. Then I am initializing the string by a value. Okay, I am assigning this a value, enter number 1. So I am assigning the value enter number 1 to the string 1. Whatever is written inside inverted commas will be saved inside string. Then I am going to declare two other strings by the name of S2 and S3. And I am not assigning any values to them because I'm going to use them in future as I'm going to move forward. So now we will use this string that we have declared before in further in our program, because that is the reason we have declared them and initialized them by a value. So now I'm going to write cout, because we have to tell the user you have to input here. So that's what I'm going to write on my screen. I'm going to write cout, and then I'm going to output the string S1. And what is saved inside S1? Inside S1 it is written enter number 1. So the screen will display enter number 1. Okay, that is the reason. Now as I have written S1, the screen will show enter number 1 when I will compile this program. Then what I'm going to do next? Next I will take the input from the user. How I'm going to take that input from the user? I'm going to write cin. It's pretty easy. Cout for output and cin for input, and I have greater than sign I have put there because it's the syntax of cin. Then what I have output on here, whatever input I have taken from the user I have saved inside S2. Then I'm going to cout, and I'm going to write what I have used string 1 to write. Now I'm going to write it without saving inside a string. I'm going to write enter number 2, because I have to take two inputs. I have declared two strings without initialization. To save those numbers, I want to take two inputs, so I have to take two inputs. That's why I have written enter number 2. Now I'm going to write cin again, and now I'm going to save the input taken from the user inside string number 3. You can see I have written the same thing. First I used s1 to output, but now I have written straight enter number 2. Okay, now I took the input from the user and saved it inside string number 3. That's what I have done. That was as simple. Taking input from user is simply nothing. It's quite easy. Okay, now I saved one input in S2 and one input in S3. Now I'm going to convert from string to integer. That's what I'm going to do. Why I'm going to do that is because I cannot perform arithmetic operations on strings. So I declared integer type variable, what I named as n1. Okay, and now I assigned it the value. I used string to integer, okay, s2I, and I written inside this s2. Now what it will do, it will convert string number 2 to integer, and it will save it inside integer variable n1. Okay, that's simply what it's going to do. And now I converted another string, n2 is equal to s2I, and I converted string number 3 into an integer and saved inside n2. Okay, so that I can perform my arithmetic operations. Now as the strings has been converted from string to integer, now I'm going to use them. Now the input is going to be used as integer because I have converted them into integer. The string is present at its place. I have converted its value and saved inside another variable. The original string is still present at its place. Now I'm going to write a printf function, so that again I can give output on my screen and perform some arithmetic operations. Okay, printf, it is written inside inverted commas, is going to be written its syntax %d. Then I'm going to write plus and %d. I will explain it, the format. Then percentage sign along with d is equal to, and then percentage sign, and inside d, inside bracket, I'm going to write simple, comma, then I'm going to write n1. Then you can see on your screen with comma I'm writing n2. Then I'm going to write with comma inside brackets n1 plus n2. What it's going to do is going to place n1 in the place of after first percentage in d, then plus will be as it is, then second will be displayed, and after is equal to sign, the third arithmetic operations result is going to be displayed, and then a new line character will be displayed. That's what printf will do. I can do it also with cout function, but I have to write more with that. So I will copy this function, and now I will copy this so I can perform more arithmetic operations. As you can see, I have changed this to multiply, and so I have to change it here too. So the basic operation is going to perform inside this bracket. where I have written n1 plus n2 and n1 into n2. Now I'm going to use subtract function, and you can see I'm using this. Now the next, you can see the divide, and then the last one, the last function that I'm going to perform, arithmetic operation that I'm going to perform, is modulus operation, or you can say the remainder operation. The remainder operation will show the remainder after dividing first n1 by n2. Whatever will be remainder is going to be displayed on the screen. Okay, now now moving forward, and I will take the output and I will show you on the screen whatever the output is going to be. But there is going to occur a problem that I will explain when I will compile this, and you will see that problem on your screen. Then I will resolve it so you don't have to. Now I'm compiling. As you can see on your screen, there is an error. Why this error has occurred? I will show you why this has occurred. I haven't removed this error before because I will tell you how to remove this, because you might face the same problem when using dev C++. Firstly, we have to go to the tools, then compiler option, then settings, code generation, then language standard. I will change to ISO C++11. Then I will press OK, and now this error will be removed. Now I'm going to compile this program, and you can see the output on your screen. Once the program is executed, I will tell you. Here I gave the input 5 and 7, and you can see all the outputs on your screen. Okay, first I took two strings, then I output enter number 1, then I saved the input, then I took another input, then I see out enter number 2, then I took another input which I saved inside S3. Now I converted from string to integer. As you can see on your screen, that's what is done there. As you can see on your screen, then I write the printf function which printed everything on the screen after performing the arithmetic operations that I have written inside those brackets. As you can see, first arithmetic operation was of adding, the next was multiplication, then subtraction, then the operation of division, and then remainder operation. If I will change the values, the automatic other values will change. But now we will move forward to the second part of the video, which is problem solving. Here we will solve a little problem, a small problem, which I'm going to explain to you. As you can see on your screen, I have removed everything, and I'm going to write everything again inside that main function. Now I have to convert miles into kilometers. That is a problem. Whatever user give input in number, I have to convert it in miles. First I declared a string. I can take this input also in shape of float or double, but I'm going to take in form of string because I want to tell you how to convert string into other data types. I have told you in the previous part how to convert it into integer. Now I will tell you how to convert into double. The syntax is available all over the internet. I'm just going to tell you it can be converted. How? It's going to be written next. First I write it string, Then I declared another variable of double type, okay, and then another variable of double type I have declared. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to use these three variables. First I put something on screen to take input from the user. I intimated the user, please enter any, not any, I will write number of miles that you need to convert. I have to tell the user, you have to give me some input. Then I write it here. Then I save that input seen inside string mile sm, okay. Now what I'm going to do is I have to convert this input into a doubles, because I have to use into another arithmetic operation, and the arithmetic operation cannot be performed on a string data type, so I have to convert it inside a double. Now what I have written on the screen is dm, which was a double type variable, is equal to string to double std, okay. Inside bracket I have written what I have where I have taken input from the user string sm. I have written inside the bracket. It have converted it inside a double type variable. Now what I have done is I have written dk is equal to dm into the value which I want to multiply it to get the number of kilometers, to convert miles into kilometers, 1.60934. That's the conversion, okay. Now what I'm going to do is going to output this function to my screen, okay. I'm writing printf, okay. I've written printf, and I will explain the syntax also again. Percentage, okay, then 0.1f, okay. It will give me the value up to 1 point after point accurate value, okay. Then miles is, or I'm reading equals percentage and then 0.4f. That's what I'm going to explain to you. 0.1 and 0.4 is I have declared double type variable, so it will give me the accurate after points. It will give me the accurate answer up to 4, okay, kilometers. Then I will write a new line character, okay. So then I'm going to insert a comma, and I'm going to write the first. I'm going to write the first input, which is dm, okay, the dm which was in double format, okay. Then I will insert comma and I will write the second is dk. What it will do, you will see on your screen when I will compile this program, okay. Miles equal will be as it is printed on the screen, and then in place of percentage 0.4f it will write the value of dk, okay. Then I'm going to compile this program, and you will see that on your screen. My device is going to run again. I have disabled that before, but now the time has passed for which I have disabled that, so it's again showing on screen and it's scanning this program. Once it's scanned, then I will show you what is the output, okay. The scan is complete. You can see, as you can see on your screen, please enter number of miles. I entered 7 miles, and it have multiplied 7 into 1.60914, which is the conversion, okay. And it have written 7 miles equals to 11 point. Okay, it is accurate up to fourth digit. You can see it on your screen. Okay, it is accurate up to 4. Okay, after decimal, you can see that on your screen. Today's program, I think you have understood it. If you want to anything learn anything else, you can let me know in the comment box. Today's lecture is ended here. If you like my work, please like this video, subscribe my channel and press the bell icon. Thank you.